It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Hey, man, it is not a good sight to see, man. This Keke Palmer situation just continues to get progressively worse. All right. Now, when I say progressively worse, I'm just talking about as far as the public entertainment side, the imagery, right? All of this information that's coming out, these phone calls, these texts. I don't necessarily think it makes Keke look bad. I'm still supporting her. I feel like a lot of this information that's coming out is really just cover up stuff for Darius. He's trying to cover up and make his name look good, trying to make sure that he's got his bases covered, right? But at the end of the day, those pictures that came out of him manhandling her, holding her over the couch, tossing her into the stairs, you really can't justify that in any type of way. Even if she scratched him, they got photos of him with little baby scratches on his arm and his neck. Clearly, you could tell if he's enforcing himself upon her, what is she gonna grab? If his arms are going toward her neck, she scratches the inner of his arm or parts of his neck. Yeah, that makes sense. Come on, people, let's think. So I don't think this is damning information in terms of Keke. It just brings a negative spotlight to her and her family. It makes her mom look bad because of some of the things that she said, but ultimately she's gonna be forgiven. This guy Darius, he's a menace, bro. We're going to keep it all the way real. This dude is a menace. He's recording phone calls, trying to act like he's maintaining his composure because he knows that he was stockpiling information. As y'all saw in the one encounter where Keke did allegedly hit him and she admitted to it, his mom started telling him to record things, get records, evidence of things that will keep him in a positive light because Keke Palmer is the celebrity. The thing about it is his mom would definitely not be prone to all the information the same way that Keke Palmer's mother would not be prone to all of the information. When you look at anybody's relationship and things take a head, later on the things start to come to light. You're not just going to start telling people from rip, oh, this is going on. You know, we had this encounter. It went like this. Somebody got arrested. The police was called, da 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 da. Nah, y'all going to try to go through this stuff, handle it in private. It's young love, so they're going to try to preserve that as much as possible. They're going to go through multiple occasions of wrongdoing just to see if they can keep it going. Or is it worth sticking around? So a lot of this stuff that's coming out, I'm not really feeling like this is absolving him of anything. This is all just his ploy to kind of try to maintain some semblance of innocence. I'm not rolling though, but let's get further into the story. Now, there was a phone call that was released. A snippet of it came out before where Keke Palmer's mother did threaten to put a bullet in his skull. It was a very short clip. He felt like he was really doing something when he dropped that. But if you're putting your hands on somebody's child, what you think they mama gonna say? Huh? What you think they daddy gonna say? We don't have Keke Palmer's dad in the picture, but what you think anybody's family members would say if they found something like that out? Right? Now we have the full phone call, and we now see that this is coming after the entire Usher situation out in Vegas hit the scene. She's trying to tell him Usher is gay. He's a homosexual. Everybody in the industry knows it, right? And while shooting shots at Usher, she's also taking shots at Darius's manhood. Now, I don't agree with any of the outing, quote unquote outing. I don't necessarily agree with any of the manhood shaming, trying to say he's dickless or saying that he can't get it up or whatever the problem is that he's got going on with his situation. I don't agree with none of that. I don't think that's a good look. Doesn't shine a good spotlight on Keke's mother. But again, when somebody's at their wits' end, when somebody's been allegedly putting hands on your child and you can't necessarily do anything about it, you're not physically able to go put hands and feet on this motherfucker yourself, she's going to fight him with words and she's going to try to dig below the belt if she possibly can. So I'm not surprised by that. Come on, man. A lot of y'all out there that's trying to act like Keke mama is so bad or act like Keke is this closeted, hateful person. A lot of y'all mamas come from the deep south. A lot of y'all mamas ratchet as fuck. A lot of y'all mamas will come at your boyfriend the same motherfucking way. A lot of you niggas have been spoken to the same way by your mamas. So let's not act like this is some shit that you ain't never heard before. I'm not saying it's excusable. I'm just saying with the severity of the situation, this is kind of small potatoes in the garden, all right? Now, let's go ahead and play the call so you can go ahead and get your fix because I know that's what y'all here for.
It's that fast enough.
Yeah.
You're not blowing out the shit me.
Bro, I seen this like 20 different times, Sharon. It doesn't faze me anymore. None of what y'all do faze me anymore. Come on now. Where's my son at? Where's my son at? Okay.
That's what I'm about to do.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. You are a dickless.
I'm sure.
I don't know what the my daughter done showing your limp dick ass.
That
I'm about to fix it. I'm about to fix it.
That's what you raised. That's what you raised.
You are, yeah, and that's what your mama raised. Dick suckers.
Okay.
Your brother's a dick sucker too.
I'm sure.
Both of y'all dick suckers.
I'm sure.
You probably suck dicks too.
Okay.
Dick sucker.
Yep.
You a dick sucker.
All right, so about a bullet.
You keep around, I might get somebody to fuck you.
All right, so about that bullet again.
You keep fucking with me, you might get a dick in your
Okay.
Keep fucking with me.
Okay.
Don't know who you dealing with.
Y'all had no idea who you stepped up and played with, but it's all good.
I tried to be nice to you.
Yeah.
I tried to be nice because I thought you had some mental problems.
Nope.
So I tried to be nice. But you gonna talk about my daughter? You gonna harass my daughter? You gonna talk about Usher? Usher is gay. You and your stupid family don't even understand the business. Usher is gay, guys.
Tell her to put some clothes on.
Gay.
Tell her to put some clothes on.
You be into Usher. You
Tell her
stupid motherfucker.
to put some clothes on.
You are stupid.
Tell her to put some clothes on.
You are a stupid man.
She's a mom. She has to put some clothes on. She's a mom. She has to put some clothes on.
His family are crazy, chaotic,
Yeah.
harassing
Okay.
people.
So what my son
They
do?
are harassing my family. They are harassing my daughter. And
Where's my
that's
son
not
at?
going to
Even
change
Marcus Johnson, the nigga that your brother's named after, his
So,
kids
no,
told me
you are
y'all are
not
crazy.
allowed in the
Okay.
house.
He was the one
You
in
are
the
not
video.
allowed nowhere around.
They told me that you and your brother's crazy. And it's crazy because your brother's named after their dad.
Right.
And they said y'all are
And you got
nuts.
to go.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
You got to go. Can he still hear me?
Oh yeah, he is.
I'm just waiting for my son. Where's my son at? It's football Sunday. He used to be with his family.
You ain't got a family. Your bitch family, your dick sucking brother, sister that you chose, your immigrant mama, please.
They have nothing to do with this. They have nothing to do with this.
Jerry Springer family.
They have nothing to do with this.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Your mama do. She the one got you thinking you can go around and harass women because your daddy harassed her.
Okay.
And your grandmama told me his mama's crazy. We've never been able to do anything with her. I don't know why my son stayed with her, but yeah, she's crazy. And if Darius is listening to her, he should be ashamed of himself. That's what your damn grandmama told me.
That's what his dad
Your
said.
grandmama told me your mama was crazy, and that if you wanted to listen to your mama,
She's
then
schizophrenic,
you
and
needed
so
to
is
let
he.
you go.
You both need medicine.
Yeah, the grandmama said
There's
that
imbalance.
if you wanted to keep listening to your mama, then Keke needed to let you go. Because Keke is a brilliant person, and Darius should be lucky to have her. So if you think she's you think she's a whore, then why don't you take your limp dick and find the woman that you want to find? Why you over my daughter's house? Why you always around
My
her
son.
calling her cunt bitches? Go
My
find
son.
you a Mexican.
For
Why
my
harass
son.
me though?
My son.
Why harass me? You don't
My
have to harass
son.
me.
But for my son.
But you don't have to
My
harass
son.
me.
Where's
You
my
harass
son?
me.
Where's my son?
You need to stop harassing
Where's
me.
my son? That's all I'm just asking for. I'm not here for her.
All you do is
That you put her through?
putting her down.
That you put her through?
What the f is you saying, ignorant?
That you put her through?
Can you speak English? That's part of the reason why you can't get no acting job.
I'm sure.
Your articulation is poor.
I'm sure.
Are you fake?
I'm sure. If only you actually like.
Put it through? What does that mean? Can you put it through?
He's trying to do the whole child actor parents sacrifice their childhood gag.
Oh, well, okay, well, we got
Look at her.
$30 million today.
Look at her. That's fine.
Yeah, I sacrificed her, I guess.
Okay.
If that's what you want to say. But what did your mama do to you?
Huh?
You up.
My mom's fine.
You should have been a child entertainer.
I'm
You
good.
should have been one. Maybe you would have more gumption. Maybe you would have more get to it. Because your mama you up. She turned you into a punk mama's boy who harasses a woman. What kind of is that? Your mama should be ashamed of herself. She should be telling you, why are you harassing this girl, Jerry?
You that because you're nuts.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to say that. Jezebel, calling me Haiti. That's all necessary. You do all. all of that unnecessarily because something's wrong with your mind. It's not normal. You sound like you have a broken brain and you need to go to see somebody because you're chemically imbalanced. There's nothing that I've done for you to stay on that page. People have endured more. I've endured more from you, and I don't do that to you. I don't sit up there and call you all kinds of names and do stuff like that. You randomly have an episode and then you harass me for an hour straight. That's what you do.
Now I'm gonna
it's not normal. It's not necessary. You could just not talk to me.
I'm gonna harass you. Usher's bisexual. He sleeps with men. You the stupidest up on earth.
You should know you spend a lot of time with Dorian.
Of Usher. You the dumb and then you let your family, you let your brother talk you into, hey man, look, your brother's a pussy too. I'm taking in Hollywood is he's a boy and he's and nobody really likes him.
Damn. Now, what I find interesting is this is a whole 6-minute call here. I'm sure there's even more, but so many people are honing in on what Keke's mother said. But towards the end, you see Keke actually start to peel back some layers, talking about he goes through these episodes where he harasses her for hours, doesn't let up, right? All of these different types of things. And it seems that people are just ignoring that statement. People are acting like that didn't come out. People are acting like she didn't file an actual police report, acting like she never called police before. And y'all know a lot of times when these things happen, a lot of abusers never actually spend any time in jail. We know this is real, right? So it's hard to say, oh, well, look at that. He was never arrested. He must not have done it. Come on, dog. Now, in order to hold Keke accountable in some way, you know, they did say she put hands on him at another point, at another juncture, which she apologized to him for. It seemed like he was going to leave her at some point. She definitely has to accept accountability on that. They're also trying to release some type of information about her having a history of possibly hitting someone else in the past. We also have those screenshots of clearly what is not Keke Palmer being aggressive towards him. So it does not absolve anything. If anything, they're both guilty, if you want to put it in that kind of context. But as a man, you're supposed to leave. You're not supposed to stick around. You're definitely not supposed to put your hands on this woman. You're not supposed to have multiple instances in which this happens, because the first time it happened was about a year ago, before the Usher thing even came up, right? They just had an issue. They ended the relationship in October. Keke called it off on him. Who knows how many times they've gone at it like this in between. She talked about an instance when they were at a party. She showed him some photos. He wigged out, right? Tore up her house, threw her shit out in the street, threw her car keys somewhere where she couldn't obtain them, broke her glasses. Nobody wants to talk about the manipulation there. Nobody wants to talk about the harassment level there. You also understand that in a lot of cases where there's DV involved, once one person introduces that, the other person may eventually pick up on it to defend themselves, or it becomes something that they just do amongst themselves, right? So now it's just you got people taking swings at each other. Again, I'm not saying that Keke is entitled to pick up on that, but I'm just saying this is what ends up happening in a lot of cases. So none of this information, none of these phone calls, none of these leaked things that Darius and his team are trying to put out there to make Keke and her family look bad really affects me in any type of way, because my guy, what is your explanation of those screenshots? Show us more of that. If you could show us that Keke attacked you first, you might have something. But if not, you might want to sit this out. Tell your brother to sit it out too, because he out here putting posts and deletes up, acting like he got something to prove. Then he taking it right back down. Now we got his ex talking about him and how she's been having to go through a similar issue with him. Now we also have information about your father coming out about how he did the same shit to your moms back in 2020, and a restraining order was filed and he can't come around. He had to get rid of all of his weapons and firearms. So it seems like the apples ain't falling too far from the tree. Who planted the Johnny Apple seed there? Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Be safe out there. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.